Man, being a young entrepreneur sucks. Between parents telling you that you need to go about life in a certain way and just not understanding whether it's their fault or not. Sometimes it's just hard for older generations to understand. And combine that with society, especially schools, telling you that you need to go to college or you need to follow their way of life perfectly. Everyone's telling you that you need to fall in. Like, look at the person in front of you and look at the person behind you and copy them. Do exactly what they're doing, and that's where you will find success. Because that's where you will find money, and that's where you will find a good, stable income and a nice, stable life. That doesn't sound bad. But they're leading you to a life where you live for 2 days. You work 5 days to live for 2. The work-life balance is non-existent. And the 40-hour work week, in my opinion, is horrible. I never want to do that. And I'm fine working multiple hours a day on stuff like this, on building my own income, my own businesses, working for myself, and it seems way better because I'm doing what I actually want to do. Now, I know you may be thinking that, why is it better to be a young entrepreneur if life is so hard? Or why would you not fall in with people, even though that is the proven way to success? And lastly, how can you overcome all of these obstacles and still become a successful young entrepreneur? Firstly, I just want to talk about why it's important to follow your dreams or chase your dreams. Your passion will give you motivation like nothing else. Your passion combined with pain will give you motivation to pass almost anybody in this life. You will run, you will walk, and the person in front of you will slow down, and that's when you pass them, and then pass them again and again and again. You'll find success. If you actually truly put work into anything nowadays, it's easy to pass anybody. Everyone is so lazy. They sit around all day scrolling on their phone and they don't do anything. So all you have to do in order to beat that, in order to truly take action and truly one-up somebody and pass the next person and the next person, is just put work into literally anything. Actually sit down, work on yourself, work on your craft, figure out what you want to do, figure out who you are, and just pursue it. Just keep going, keep trying. Again and again and again, do something different. Life's not easy, but it's a lot more fun when you do what you want. It's a lot nicer, it's a lot brighter. And makes everything a little bit happier. I know with my own self, I have a story where a few years ago I didn't do anything. I was just a young kid, spent my days going to school, coming home, playing video games, and wasting my life. Every day was just that on repeat. Wake up, go to school, come home, play video games. Go to sleep. Repeat. I would eat whatever food I wanted. Never worked on myself, never worked on my physique, my mind, learning, progressing in any way. Because I was looking for an escape. I didn't want to be in this life. I wanted to take a step back and just disappear from all the problems, from everything. And I do think I was in a depressive mindset, looking back at it now. But that all changed once I learned how to actually get happiness and how to actually live the life that you want. Happiness is so simple. So simple. All you have to do is just literally pursue whatever you're passionate about. You may or may not find success in that, which sucks. I'm lucky enough to where I can pursue it and see if it works out before I actually have to make money, And I encourage you, if you are in a similar position where you are still a high school student or even younger, stop whatever you're doing, pursue your passion, because if you can make it work by the time you do graduate high school, you will be happier than ever. And you'll be happier than most of your peers that are either going off to college and will be in debt forever, or those that go off and work a job that they don't like anyway. You may have to do that, and you may have to invest money into your passions. You may have to lose out, and some people will call you idiots. And teachers will say you'll never be successful, and family members may think that you are lazy because you don't want to do the 9 to 5. You don't want to do the office job with those hours. But at the end of the day, you can look in the mirror and think, wow, I'm actually doing what I want. I'm actually building myself up to the person that I want to be. Falling in line with the person in front of you and the person behind you is not a terrible thing. Especially if you want to go that route. If you don't mind having an office job with those hours, then that's fine. I genuinely think that people can look around and still be happy with their life while working 40 hours a week. But if you're anything like me, that sounds horrible. That sounds like a prison. I don't want to do that. I can't physically sit down for 8 hours a day doing absolutely nothing. I can't. So I'm putting all of my effort, all of my time in order to not fall in order to make sure that I'm different. There's another point to this, which is just you being you. No one is themselves anymore. Everyone looks around to a group of friends and they want to fit in with them, so they act like them. They start functioning like them, and they don't spend any time with themselves or without any noise. I encourage you to do that, and that's something that I'm now working on with myself, because I've realized in my pursuit of trying to become the best version of myself, I have lost sight of myself. I've become a different person, almost, and now I need to actually figure out who I am. Figuring that out will inevitably make you different than almost everybody, because everybody is very different. But once you do that, you can have the most opportunity to become exceptional, to find your true passion, to put in the most work, to pass everybody else, because you're you. You know, most of your problems start in your own head. So if you can master yourself, figure out who you are, then most of your problems will disappear. And that's a beautiful thing. Really. I'm sitting here today telling you what I'm going through because I've been able to do that. And finally, let's talk about how do you pass all of these obstacles? How do you pursue? How do you endure through these hard times? And it's to find like-minded people, and it's to just put your head down and work. Don't tell anybody anything, because sometimes they may hurt you. But once you find your people, once you find the people that will always be there, when it might take you years, a decade, to find your true friends that will never leave, keep them around. And those are who you tell. Those are who you can talk to. Those are the people that you tell your life to, and they'll be there no matter what. And that's a beautiful thing, because you now have those people. You don't have any more fake friends, and you are not lost. And another thing is networking, finding other people that are like-minded, finding other people to help you with your own journey, and just discussing things, being able to bounce ideas off of other business-minded people, other young entrepreneurs. And the best way to do that is to go to Young Hustlers Network on School. There's a link in the description and in the pinned comment. It is a great way to start leveling up your entrepreneurship journey. Thank you, everyone.